The worst agony isn't losing her. It's lying in bed beside her, kissing lips that just touched another man. And here's the truth most men don't want to hear. When a woman lies, she rarely says something outrageous. No. She uses small, casual phrases. Words you've probably heard 100 times, but every one of them has a hidden meaning. Today, I'm going to reveal 13 lies women tell, and what they really mean. If you don't know these, you'll end up confused, emasculated, or even betrayed. Stay with me until the very last one. Because lie 1 is the most dangerous of them all. By the way, if you think women only lie about where they were last night, buckle up. Some of these lies are so subtle you'll laugh, and then realize, damn, I've heard that before. Lie 13. I'm just tired. When she says, I'm just tired, don't take it at face value. Sure, exhaustion happens, but often this phrase hides something more dangerous. A woman gives her energy to what excites her. If she laughs with coworkers, chats endlessly with friends, or lights up around another man, by the time she's with you, there's nothing left. The lie isn't about fatigue, it's about priority. She's not physically drained, she's emotionally invested elsewhere. A weak man nags for her time. A strong man doesn't. He observes the shift, protects his frame, and redirects his focus back to his mission, not her excuses. Lie 12. It's just a guy friend. When she says, just a friend, pay attention to the word just. It's a shield, not the truth. Women know the power of male attention, and deep down, she knows that friend would step in the second you slip. If she insists on defending him, it's because his presence gives her something she isn't getting from you. Strong men don't argue or beg her to cut ties, they watch her actions. If loyalty is real, the boundaries stay clear. If not, just a friend becomes the bridge to betrayal. Silence speaks louder than her casual dismissals. Lie 11. I don't care where you go. Indifference is more dangerous than anger. When she shrugs and says, do whatever you want, it's rarely freedom, it's detachment. Anger still means she's invested. Indifference means you no longer affect her world. I've said it myself, it wasn't that I didn't care, it was that I didn't value him enough to react. Strong men don't mistake this for respect. They recognize the cooling of desire and pull their energy inward, not outward. Because a man in his frame never celebrates indifference, he sees it for what it is, the early stages of emotional exit. Lie 10. Nothing's wrong, I'm fine. When she says, I'm fine, you already know she isn't. This lie isn't about peace, it's about power. It's emotional withholding. A woman who's invested wants to talk. A woman who's drifting punishes with silence, making you scramble for answers. I used this line when I wanted him to chase, to feel unsettled. Weak men beg for clarity. Strong men don't chase explanations, they read the withdrawal and hold their ground. Because the truth is simple, if she won't share her thoughts, she's already sharing her emotions somewhere else. I'm fine is a closed door with a lock you can't force. Lie 9. It's my fault. On the surface, it sounds humble. But when I said, it's my fault, I wasn't taking accountability. I was ending the conversation. It was dismissal disguised as surrender. The truth? I didn't believe it was my fault at all. I just didn't respect him enough to keep talking. Strong men know the difference between real accountability and manipulative silence. They don't soak up false blame or accept a quick escape. They press for consistency in action, not just words. Because when she lies with self-blame, it isn't guilt, it's detachment. And detachment is often the prelude to departure. Lie 8. You deserve better. When a woman says, you deserve better, it sounds selfless, but it's rarely noble. What she's really saying is, I've already chosen better for myself. It's a soft exit strategy, shifting the blame onto fate instead of desire. I've said it when my heart was already gone, when another man already occupied my thoughts. Weak men argue. No, you're all I want. Strong men don't chase a woman who hands him an exit ticket. They recognize this phrase as disguised rejection. You deserve better is not a compliment, It's the prelude to her stepping into someone else's arms. Lie 7. You're the only one I want. Repeated reassurance often hides the opposite. When I whispered, "You're the only one," it wasn't truth, it was guilt management. Women repeat what they need to convince themselves of. If she says this often, it may not be devotion, but damage control. Words are cheap when actions don't align. A strong man doesn't rely on verbal validation. He measures desire by presence, effort, and consistency. Because the harder she tries to prove exclusivity, the more likely someone else is quietly in the picture. Loyalty doesn't need to be declared every night. It proves itself in silence. Lie 6. I don't talk to my ex. Exes linger like shadows. When she says, "I don't talk to him," don't take it as fact, take it as a test. Many women keep old ties for security, curiosity, or ego. I've said those words while his number sat unblocked in my phone. The truth? If she brings him up defensively, he's already on her mind. Strong men don't interrogate or scroll through her messages. They watch her patterns. If her loyalty is solid, the past stays buried. If not, you'll see it in her slips, her secrecy, her sudden mood swings. Silence doesn't erase an ex's presence. Lie 5. I don't need anyone. When she claims, "I don't need anyone," don't mistake it for strength. It's usually rebellion in disguise. I've said it when I wanted space, when I was quietly testing if he would chase. The truth is, every woman needs connection, but sometimes she no longer craves it from you. A weak man tries harder, proving his worth. A strong man doesn't fight her declaration. He accepts her words at face value and continues building his life. Because if she truly doesn't need anyone, she won't be bothered if you stop giving her your energy. Independence is often rejection, wrapped in pride. Lie 4. I forgot. Forgetting is rarely accidental. When I said, "I forgot," it was never because my memory failed, it was because my priorities shifted. We remember what matters. If she forgets dates, promises, or small details that mean something to you, the truth is simple: you no longer rank high on her list. Weak men scold, remind, or beg for attention. Strong men don't accept excuses. They recognize the disrespect hidden in neglect. "I forgot" is selective amnesia, and it reveals where her mind truly is. Because when a woman values you, nothing important slips through the cracks. Lie 3. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. This one stings the most. When she says, "I love you, but I'm not in love with you," she's separating affection from desire. It means she cares for your presence, your stability, maybe your history, but the spark is gone. I've said it when I felt safe with a man, but secretly longed for another. Weak men cling to the comfort. Strong men know desire cannot be negotiated. A woman who isn't in love is already halfway out the door. True love isn't lukewarm. If she has to clarify it, the passion has already shifted elsewhere. Lie 2. I didn't see your text. Every man has heard this one. And let me be clear, she saw it. Her phone was in her hand. The truth? She didn't prioritize you. I've used this line to buy time, to test if he'd double-text, to signal that his importance was slipping. Weak men blow up her phone with more messages. Strong men don't chase digital crumbs. They read the delay as a shift in respect. If she can't give prompt replies but spends hours online, the message is already clear. Ignoring text isn't forgetfulness, it's a silent ranking system. And you've fallen down her list. Lie 1. I would never do that to you. This is the most dangerous lie of all. When a woman feels the need to promise loyalty out loud, it's often because guilt is already whispering inside her. I've said this while hiding things I hoped would never surface. The louder the denial, the darker the truth. Weak men take comfort in words, but strong men know loyalty is proven, not declared. If she insists on repeating innocence, don't hear reassurance, hear a warning. Because betrayal doesn't always start with actions. It begins with the lie she tells you, and the bigger lie she tells herself. Listen, women lie with smiles, with silence, with sweet words that hide daggers. But you don't have to play the fool. A man in his masculine frame doesn't beg for truth. He reads it. He watches patterns. He lets actions speak louder than words. Because masculine energy doesn't chase. It attracts. And when you live that way, she'll regret ever thinking she could play you. Now, if you think today was eye-opening, wait until you see what women do when they actually like you, but are trying to hide it. That video is right here on the screen. Signs a woman likes you and is trying not to show it. Click it now. It's your next step to decoding female psychology.